Former assistant AG and Stanford University law professor Doug Melamed joins us now. He was also a top attorney in the DOJ's successful antitrust case against Microsoft in the 90s. Doug, it's great to see you again. Thanks so much for the time.
Good to see you.
Hard to read a lot into this, I guess, with all the redactions and not knowing Amazon's defense, but you're not dismissing it outright, it sounds like.
No, this is potentially a very serious complaint, I think. It alleges that like the Microsoft case, like the U.S. case against Google, it alleges that Amazon has a monopoly in online search, in online marketplace, and has engaged in anti-competitive conduct to prevent competition that might undermine that monopoly power.
We were talking earlier about the 17 states and whether or not that's just political inertia, or if that number is significant in some way.
Well, it's a big number ordinarily, but it's actually quite a smaller number, substantially smaller than the number of states that joined the FTC's case against Meta and the Justice Department case against Google. So there is an interesting question of where are the other states and why aren't they joining this complaint? It's possible they have local political reasons. It's possible they have concerns about the complaint.
How important is the definition of the market itself, this idea of the online superstore, which may not be something we've typically thought about as a market in and of itself?
Yeah, that one, I mean, it looks a little bit contrived because they're comparing Amazon to Walmart and just a couple of others and eliminating other kinds of online sales. It will be very important, but they've alleged two markets, and if they can prove either of them, they probably will be able to prove that Amazon has monopoly power in the markets. It's hard to say because of the redactions, but that's possible.
How long do we have here? You know, these things stretch out typically, I guess. I remember Microsoft over years. Is that your expectation here as well?
Yeah, this is going to be a slog, I think. A lot of difficult factual issues here. We don't know Amazon's defenses. This case won't be dismissed right away. It states a claim, I think, if you accept the facts as alleged. But it will take some time to litigate it and resolve the allegations and the defenses.
So, Doug, I mean, this FTC under Lina Khan hasn't had a great track record when it comes to defending the cases in court and prevailing. You see this one as different?
Well, I think they've had problems in the past, not because they've tried bizarre theories, but because the facts haven't supported their claims in the cases that they've lost. And here the question is, well, will the facts support the claims? They allege two kinds of anti-competitive conduct. One, I think, is fairly weak. That has to do with requiring vendors who use Amazon Prime also to use Amazon's fulfillment centers. But the other allegation about efforts taken by Amazon to suppress price competition, if the facts support them, it could be a very substantial claim.
Sorry, well, I forgot my question. I was answering some text. Carl, you go ahead.
Yeah, Doug, I'll pick it up and just ask whether or not you think there is some degradation in integrity to the agency, given what we've at least read about regarding the split between leadership and staff, or certainly her track record in court so far.
Well, I think there's no question that Chair Khan has had some difficulties winning over the support of the staff. A lot of people have left, and they left because they don't like the way she's running the agency and where she's heading it. To some extent, I think if you come in with an agenda that says, you know, what we've been doing in the past isn't right, you want to change course, you're gonna shake some people up, and you're going to have some people who say, I don't buy into the new agenda. So that's to be expected. I think the problems maybe have been a little more serious in the past than they had to be, but I think they've gotten the ship a little bit righted. They've hired some good people in the last several months. So I think you have to look at this case standing on its own merits and not just dismiss it because of problems that the agency had in the past couple of years.